Good afternoon, it's William here from WCP Models. I'm just putting together the drive sprockets and drive shafts for our 116 251 half track. I'm just going to show you one of these that I've made earlier. So it consists of multiple 3D printed parts, but we've got the outer sprocket, we've got the actual drive gear itself, and then we've got the back. We've then got a flange coupling, which screws into the sprocket itself, and on the other side here we have a drive shaft, a hardened steel shaft, which we've then milled to get these flats on, because obviously we need to be able to put a grub screw through, which will then clamp onto that. On this end of the shaft, I'm just going to get the shaft here, we've actually got it milled on both sides because there is a grub screw both sides on the flange coupling, and on the other end of the drive shaft is just one flat, and that's because there's a bevel gear inside the gearbox which will then clamp onto that and give us the drive to the final sprocket. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is just assemble one of these. We've got the 3D printed parts here separately. I've already put together these, but you can actually see that they are two parts. And what we're also going to do as at a later date, we're going to have some of these milled or laser cut out of aluminium, so we actually have a metal drive gear sprocket as an upgrade. But really, you know, we've been running the 3D printed ones for a while, and they seem to run quite nicely and have quite a good lifetime actually. So here's a flange coupling, and we've already put the grub screws in. We've set the height, that's so that there's enough space for the drive shafts from both sides to go in and not contact each other. We've also Loctited the grub screws in already, and now what we're going to do is put the back piece on. It's quite a tight fit, but that's now lined up, and we're going to put some of the mounting screws in. So just start these by hand on that side and one on that side. Now we have to screw them all the way in and screw them back a little bit. The reason why I screw them back is because these are freshly 3D printed pieces. When we're pushing the screw through and it's tapping the thread, we might have a little bit of excess material. So what we're going to do is just take the blade here and we're going to scrape that off. And we'll do the same with the other two here. And back that one off. Now if we didn't back these off, what would happen is we'd have a sort of excess of material that would bulge out. It means that when the outer sprocket is clamped in position, it might not sit flush, and then what we might find is it doesn't run straight and true. So I'm just going to scrape that off and just check again all the way around. So here we've got a sprocket. Now what we're going to do is place these together and get the first hole lined up. Okay, yep. I haven't got the first hole lined up, so we'll do that again. There we are. Right, now, just because it's going to be a little bit easier on my hands, we use the electric drill. That's one. And we're going to cross tighten these. There we have it. Another drive sprocket with flange coupling and drive shaft, and that's ready to put into our 251. Excellent. Thank you for watching. See you later.